All right, MMA Maniacs, it is time once again for Split Decision, your weekly MMA podcast brought to you from the SinCal studios. Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis ready to break you off some MMA news and look at whatever fights we may have coming our way this weekend as well. We don't know what to do with our hands here.
I love lamp!
On the podcast.
Wait, different movie, never mind.
Obviously, we are joined here by a special guest today, Oscar, who's going to be fighting tomorrow night at Gladiator Challenge up at Thunder Valley Casino. Welcome, Oscar.
Thank you, guys.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on tomorrow. Don't be afraid of your microphone either.
It probably hit me hard, but actually tomorrow night just got to be at 2:05. Just asked me if I wanted to fight. I say yes, so I'm gonna show up and fight. That's about it. There's no trick to it, nothing like that.
How late is the notification? Like they asked you this week?
No, about a week and a half ago.
Oh, really? Wow. Is there a reason for the late notification?
I didn't ask.
Damn, he's just down to do it.
He's down to scrap. They just said they needed it, and I'm like, oh, you know what? 2:05. I'm having trouble with CSAC getting my fight sanctioned for my show, so I'm like, hey, let's do it.
Okay, so you're fighting at 2:05 then?
Yes.
Is this for a belt or anything like that?
No, it's just
It's just to go and punch people in the face.
That's it. Just last minute fight.
Make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Who's your opponent?
I really don't know. I know it sounds stupid, but yeah, I'm gonna show up there. They told me the name. I really didn't worry about it, to be honest. The way I see it, it doesn't matter who I fight.
Just going in and banging.
Fight.
All right.
Where do you train out of?
Well, I train with the guys from Oakdale MMA. I'm not on their team, but I train there. I also train at Roar Boxing out of Oakdale, and with Felipe Martinez Boxing out of Lathrop.
All right. So are you mostly a stand-up fighter then?
I wasn't, but I think I am now.
What was your background?
I started off with jiu-jitsu and then freestyle fighting. Then I started, after my second loss, I started boxing with Felipe, and I've been there since 2008 now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the last 4 fights that I've had, pretty much I've tried to stay standing, and it's
worked out well.
Worked out for you.
It's almost reversed most heavyweights.
Yeah, I'm not saying it worked out.
Light heavyweight. Yeah.
So what's your record now?
Right now, 6-5.
6-5. Okay.
Yeah, I just lost to Ryan Williams on November 18th.
All right. And are you looking to get onto the Oakdale MMA team, or are you just training with them for the time being?
No, I just train with them.
Yeah.
Tom and I are friends.
Okay.
So I'm 44 years old, so I'm really not looking to become part of any team right now.
All right.
I probably only have a year left at the most. So
just doing it to kind of pass time, stay in shape?
Yeah, it's the stay in shape part. When I don't train, I get up to 230, and I'm too short for 230. So
Hey, tell me about it.
and then after this, you have your own event up in Sonora Fairgrounds.
No, it's at the High Country Sports Arena. It's about 10 minutes past the fairgrounds, and it's April 14th.
That's April 14th, and you got a lot of...
Are you fighting on that too?
I'm supposed to be, but because I'm the promoter and matchmaker, CSAC's having a hard time allowing me to.
Okay.
Oh, you know that was fixed.
They let Ray Sefo
You were
do
totally
it.
going to fix it, Ray Sefo.
Well, I got my ass whooped last time.
He's like, if I can make it look good.
Ray Sefo was able to fight us on his
Don't hate
own
me
card
'cause you ain't
in his
me.
organization and pay himself the most.
That's right.
And he was on the undercard.
And he wasn't even a headliner. Yeah, exactly.
So this will be your second event. Last time you did it, you did 2 weeks before they did it down here, right? Or did you do the same weekend?
Same weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you think you got all the nuts and bolts worked out as far as putting something together? Or?
Yeah, well, we definitely went through a lot of problems the first time, a lot of in-house issues. We really didn't know about throwing the show, little things that we weren't paying attention to that went wrong, but...
How many fights did you lose 2 weeks before the fight?
None.
Oh, really?
Wow.
First time ever.
You were lucky.
First time ever. Every
Legendary.
fight that we started off with, finished.
And you guys you're doing a mix, right? You do how many pro fights?
We have 5 amateurs, and I think we had 4 pros last time.
Do you guys work with Camo at all in this?
We have to work with Camo
You have to
and
work
with
Camo?
CSAC
Okay.
both.
All right.
And do you guys have the one jiu-jitsu match too?
We had 1. This time I'm trying to have 3, but just like nobody wants to compete. Everybody says they do, but I keep hitting schools up. I need a white belt, a blue belt, and a purple belt. And it's Oakdale MMA is the only ones that say, hey, we'll go do it.
Yeah, but you got to find somebody else. They're not going to fight themselves on the card.
Right.
I mean, they would if they have to.
No, they would.
They're down for whatever.
Yeah, they are. They're actually down for whatever. So the thing is, we're trying to find other schools. We wanted to get somebody from Modesto or Stockton,
You don't deal with like Modesto Power or
Dynamic or
Dynamic?
I've messaged
Bad to the
Modesto
bones.
Powers quite a bit. I train at Tony Avala's once in a while.
Do you?
Bad to the Bones. So They don't. Back to the Bones really doesn't have any jiu-jitsu guys. If they do, they're not comfortable enough to go grapple against somebody that's been doing it for a while.
should
So
look to
it's
see
kind of
who
Floyd
does the,
Mayweather.
like the fight to win things up there in Sacramento from this area. Yeah, it's all grappling competition.
Oh, okay.
But they have people from this area that go up there and do that, so they might be,
Might be someone to get his
something to look forward to in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, cool. So that's tomorrow night, Gladiator Challenge going down up in Thunder Valley Casino, Northern California. If you happen to be in the area and are looking for some fights, make sure you go check out Oscar. What's your last name, Oscar?
Martinez.
Oscar Martinez fighting tomorrow. Doesn't know who he's fighting.
Well, he does. He just
Well,
doesn't
they
pay
told me
attention.
his name. I just don't remember.
Do you know what number match you are?
I'm guessing probably third or fourth.
Don't know
maybe
when
at
he's
the
fighting.
moment.
Doesn't know who he's
Yeah.
fighting.
I think we found out the same
he's
night
fighting.
he found out because I was like, he was just supposed to come in to promote his show,
Yeah.
and then he's talking about a weight cut, and I was like, bro, we don't take it that serious in the show. You come in heavy. I mean, it's good. We're doing a weight loss thing, but you can come in.
The fight's tomorrow. When do you weigh in?
Tonight at 6 o'clock.
You weigh in tonight. How's that going for you?
I'm at 202 right now.
Are you
Nice.
okay,
yeah.
cool. Very cool. So, yeah, again, tomorrow night, a Gladiator Challenge up at Thunder Valley Casino. Then April 14th, where's that one at again?
High Country
Motherlo-
Sports Arena
Oh, High Country Sports.
High
Arena.
Country Sports Arena.
in Sonora.
In Sonora. And that's going to have a mixture of amateur and pro fights. So if you're in the area, Central Cal, Northern California, then make sure you check both of those
Maybe
out.
some grappling.
Maybe some grappling as well. Yeah, cool. Want to stick around for the show?
Oh, definitely.
All right, then we're going to go ahead and jump into our news here. We got a big announcement for UFC Fight Night 30. Thompson's going to be taking on Till.
Yeah, so Darren Thompson has never lost. He's 17-0. Is going to be taking on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
I mean, Thompson's got reach on him.
This is a number
little
one
bit.
against number 7 for in the welterweight.
I'm just glad to see Wonderboy back in the cage.
I am too,
It's
man.
fun to watch.
This is going to be going down in Liverpool, May 27th.
Really?
Also
Liverpool,
on
huh?
this card, Neil Magny, Gunnar Nelson, Elias Theodorou. I guess is he going to be done holding up? He was the ring card guy, right? He's going to be done doing that. Trevor Smith. I wonder if he's going to pull double duty.
Like the main,
He's going to hold up
like
his own ring card during
hold
his
up
own
his own-
fight.
yeah, he started the whole male cheerleader thing. You see that?
Yeah.
Football's gonna have male cheerleaders.
And there's
Radio.
rumors that Michael Bisping may have his retirement fight at this card.
I thought he said he wasn't fighting on this card.
No, that was the one that just happened.
Oh. So,
That was in London. That was in London. This is in Liverpool. We'll get to time travel later.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
sooner. I don't know. So yeah, who you got in the fight just right off the bat?
off the bat, Wonderboy. But,
Same thing.
Wonderboy.
yeah,
Dennis?
Yeah, I got it. I don't know. It's easy to pick Thompson. I'm going Till.
You've been going with the underdogs lately. How's that working out for you?
50-50, I think. I think me and Todd are pretty close.
Yeah, we're like right on.
I mean, we can't always just pick left.
Can't always just pick left side.
And then get it all right.
I know.
Not allowed.
The only one I get props to is Pixels,
Left shark.
but he sucked bad, real bad last time.
LFA 36 happened. What was this last weekend? Right over the weekend.
This is
Oh,
long
This news came out. No, this is LFA. This gentleman right here, Mr. Let's see, what is
Olympic body diving, bro.
Oh,
Chatman.
yeah.
Drew Chatman got a knockout, which was really weird. The way it kind of went down.
He didn't get. The
knocked
other guy knocked himself
Yeah,
out.
he knocked
Yeah,
himself
Irvin's
out.
basically knocked himself out by falling on Chapman's knee.
Yes,
is what it kind of
yeah.
looked like, right?
And
very,
then he
very strange.
celebrated.
And then he celebrated.
Yeah, so Chapman gets up. Not only does he celebrate, though, he celebrates by jumping on the guy's back who's face down and then swantoning.
Yeah, Swanton bomb.
Swanton bombs down. He has been. I don't know if he's been suspended. I do know he is. He's going to be getting an infraction for unsportsmanlike conduct. He has been. He has been suspended for 90 days. His purse has been withheld, and he's getting a disqualification for his actions after the bell.
You shouldn't be celebrating anyway when the guy knocked himself out on your knee. But then to celebrate off his body, like, you're an idiot. I'm glad he's getting all that.
Is that like when you see some guy like go down because he has like an injury? You know what I mean? Like that, where like pops his shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Like that. He's like, and then goes over, hits him. He's like, I won. I mean, he felt funny, but I won. Like,
Yeah.
you feel it's like the
I think
same
this
thing?
is even worse than that.
Even worse.
Even worse than that because he had his opponent on his back. He had him on the ground. He was going down for to
It
get
looked
his
like he
guard.
got dropped. To me, it
Yeah.
looked like he caught a knee, was falling down, and as the guy came down, he like, bah!
Yeah.
See, this is one of those moments where I was like, man, I should have really been watching Axis. But it was good. I mean, you got to see the GIF later.
Yeah.
And the
And that's
reason.
what it
I
was
got to
too.
watch- I
And the
got to
guy,
watch the video.
the guy who got knocked out, he was so confident, like, "Fuck, I got him on the ground. I'm gonna go in and finish."
Yeah.
And he woke up like, "Wait a second,
I lost.
How did I fucking lose? I was on top a second ago."
I mean, but is this? I mean, what kind of? To me, this is really uncalled for. To jump on the guy's back like this, like step on him.
But maybe
I
he
never
cracked
even
his
seen
back,
Bill
though.
Cosby enter.
Maybe he cracked his back, gave him a little bit of relief.
Dennis, did you want to see more of this? I mean, you should have been dead, right?
You know, yeah, I'm all
for
about
it?
it.
All
But
about-
hey, but I'm all about him getting suspended and being in trouble too. But I mean, dude, if you're gonna do it.
So you can celebrate on somebody's dead body, just go for it.
They're never gonna die. That's what the refs are for. Right?
So as long, but if they're unconscious, you can do whatever you want to their body.
Right? Refs should let them die.
in the ring.
Right? No, I'm a fighter advocate. But I'm just saying, if you want to continue, you should be able to continue.
See, I'm one of them. I guess I'm one of them weak fighters. I just go for the win. I win. That's it. I get out of there.
So, but do you want the ref to stop it for you if you're in trouble?
Oh yeah.
He's all, I am 44 years old, man.
Hell yeah.
He's a blow the whistle.
Dennis does it.
I've had one fight where I wish he hadn't. It was 2 seconds left in the round, and he stopped it.
See?
And I was like, what the f? But
And Oscar.
But at the same time, do you feel
every
day?
sometimes though the ref doesn't necessarily know exactly
Yeah,
how
they're
much
not
time
watching
is
it.
left. They
No,
know there's
yeah.
10 seconds. So
They're watching
I mean,
your
like Big John
safety.
says, they should have a count in their head. All right, 10, 9, 8. But sometimes they're just trying to make sure they get in the middle
Because like Big John says, it should be moving in at 10 seconds.
Yeah.
To get ready to separate the action.
instead of wait, punch him. Hey, stop.
yeah.
We have him in your news, by the way.
What's that?
Big John.
No.
Okay.
Not that I have. Amanda Lemos, Brazil, has tested positive for prohibited substance, has now accepted a 2-year sanction for her anti-doping policy. She tested positive for stanzanol back November 8th.
Yeah, that's
in an
something that can't
out-of-competition
just
test.
accidentally be in your
Nope, probably not.
supplements.
Stands and all.
Yeah.
Stanzanol.
I can't stand it at all.
Dodge
Shouldn't be
does the whole
taking it.
show.
I
Stands
tried
and all.
to do the whole show on stanzanol.
Yeah.
Also in some USADA news, we have Josh Barnett. We recently talked
We
about...
still have the snitch up there.
Yeah, we still gotta have the snitch up there. A little bit of news coming out of him. A independent arbitrator has rendered his decision in the case for him and said that he should just receive a public reprimand. He will not be fined. He will not be suspended of any case. He failed a test for Osterine and an out-of-competition test back December 9th, 2016.
Damn.
He is just now getting his sanction. They basically said what had happened is that he had a contaminated supplement. Even though he gave all of his supplements to USADA to have them tested, they did find it. He had to pay for all the testing. And then they also noticed that all of the supplements, nothing was listed that said that it should have Osterine in it. So they said it's a contaminated supplement, but it's not his fault because it wasn't listed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, he took a 2-year suspension from MMA because he's been in Submission Underground. What, every 6 months?
I haven't seen him do. I've seen him do commentary, and he's been doing commentary for
thought he did
Pro
some
Japan
subs.
Wrestling, I believe.
That's shitty though to be out for that long for something that wasn't even in your control.
Yeah, he says.
No, it was. It was just something that wasn't listed.
He says he's gonna have no suspension. He's gonna have anything. Do you think that? I mean, I kind of feel for the guy. You know what I mean?
He
Like
just lost 2 years off of his
2
career
years off his
for
career,
something that
and he had to
isn't-
pay for all the things, and then they find nothing and go, oh yeah, just by the way.
But he's Josh Barnett,
check your
and he
stuff.
hasn't had to fight anybody in 2 years. Maybe he just wanted to rest.
No, I think he wants to fight.
Well,
he
he's
always
in Long
wants to
Beach
fight.
right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Long Beach.
none of these names are you know what I mean? They're not hurting for money. Josh Barnett can completely just go train, sell crazy videos.
Yeah, does
You don't
his
even
Dolph
have to do
Lundgren
commentary.
impersonation.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, he's going to be that in that class of like 50 to 100 guys that everybody just remembers.
Yeah, I don't
Now-
think that Tank Abbott's making money hand over fist though. This
No.
point in time.
I think so.
No.
I don't think Tank's
No.
even eating
No.
these days.
Every time you pick his fighter in a game, he gets $100,000.
I don't think that's true.
Tank's probably
The other
doing
thing
bar
is,
fights.
do you think this is
He's
going to
back
be some
doing
sort of,
that,
like
yeah.
you were talking a little bit earlier, do you think this is going to be some sort of lawsuit? Is there any way he could go after somebody, maybe the person who made the supplements, or maybe even USADA themselves for basically making him sit for 2
For
years for
shelving
no
him for 2
reason?
years
Yeah.
for no
Or
reason.
do-
yeah.
or do you
Like,
just
basically
go,
no income. I mean,
I'm back to fighting, and
No, I would like to see him go after somebody for this. You can't just put somebody on a shelf for 2
Heads
years
will roll.
and not do your job.
he is the War
it's
Master.
like,
Yeah.
kill everybody.
Yeah, that's damn right. Fucking scorched earth on that bitch. Bring it.
Daniel Cormier, in a recent interview, says he plans to retire, and we're talking like next year. He turned 39 this year, and he says he will retire at 40.
Just before Jones is reinstated.
Despite any other
Jones.
opportunities that may be coming up. He says that he feels like he has about 12 good months left in his fight career. He doesn't want to be devalued Doesn't need unwarranted losses.
I'd say no, he's not under warranty. He's far.
But he's going to celebrate his 40th with cake and chicken.
He did say he's doing very well at the color commentary
cholesterol
gigs,
chicken.
as well as
Probably
being on
organic.
UFC Tonight and Fox. I think DC does a great job with the commentary
Yeah,
and
he's-
as an analyst.
You should absolutely stick around.
And he says it's definitely
But
enough
he's
to make a good
biased.
living from.
He's really biased.
Very.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind him being biased.
You gotta have a little. It's color commentary. It's not play by play.
Hold on a second.
You just said that. Cormier.
Hey,
This is
Man
a
of color.
direct quote
it out.
from Daniel Cormier. Last year, I did 10 or 11 color commentary gigs.
Yeah, they can say it.
Commentators, they can say it. That's
Every time he posts on
Commentators.
Instagram, that's color commentary. Right? No?
Yeah, hopefully he stays and does that. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm down with seeing Cormier do more commentary. And then we have the big news, the story this week, which was really kind of odd, especially because there's not a whole lot seems to be going on with MMA right now.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey did a couple interviews on ESPN. And she actually did 3 that I was able to find.
Okay.
One was on a radio show with Golic and Wingo. I have no idea who those people are. Where she was supposed to be promoting WWE. She's supposed to be promoting that she's going to be in WrestleMania and how things are going in the transition. And MMA journalism seems to want to constantly ask her about her MMA career.
Of
Why
course.
did you quit? What happened after the knockouts? Have you got over your losses? All these different types of things. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't know, but because we haven't got the chance to interview her, that it would be in the docket, like, hey, I'm not going to fucking talk about this, so quit trying to ask me about it. Because, I mean, we've gotten stuff where when you lost Overing, they told us, do not ask about the tainted meat, do not ask him about steroids. When we,
I've been told plenty. When I interviewed James Maynard from Tool, I only could ask him about his wine. I couldn't ask him about his fucking music.
yeah, like that, we've
much-
had
how much
multiple
sense does that
things
make?
they send us to, like, he will not answer questions about this, or they will not answer questions about that. Even with the Forrest one, they're like, he's not here to talk about his career, he's here to talk about the UFC thing that he's promoting. We're like, okay.
Okay, and then I interviewed Chris Jericho, and I couldn't talk to him about the WWE.
Yeah, it had to be about Fozzy, right?
He got his fucking band.
And you know that they were told a specific question.
I would assume.
Because they both came around the
Yeah.
corner to answer the question. That's why she trolled him with the first one.
Yeah, and so this first one, she says, let's go back to the start when you knew from the MMA when you were done there, when you knew in your mind, I'm not going to fight anymore. Her response was, I never said that. He goes, oh, so there's a possibility that you could go back in time? And she goes, there's a possibility I can go back in time. Is that your question?
So this is where we have trouble with commas.
Dude, I tell you, yeah, if it had been an Italian guy, so you asking me if I can time travel? Is that what you're asking me?
And he
You
goes,
saying that over here?
his response is best because he's trying to figure out how to reformulate his shitty written question, and that's go back in time and fight. Back to the octagon.
That's what I'm saying. We have issues with commas.
And she's like, no, I do not have the ability to go back in time.
He had to channel Goldie.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you would go back in time and then fight again? I don't understand how the comprehension here is so difficult, but apparently it's fucking impossible.
Yeah, and so he goes, no, you wouldn't fight again? She says, I don't know. I feel like she was kind of trolling him.
A lot of people think that too.
I really do, because she smirked and was like, oh, that's going to be your question. Like, I know what you're trying to get at, even though you're not supposed to talk about it, but you also worded it really shittily, so I'm going to answer it really shittily.
Yeah.
You ask stupid questions, you're going to get stupid answers. Like, I mean, come on.
Firm believer. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. And so then she went on, ESPN, I think it was First Take, Max Kellerman tried to kind of do the same thing, was talking to her about, you know, a lot of people got really down on you in your career when you were losing. I wasn't one of those people, and I know you don't like to talk about it. And she's like, why the fuck am I here, basically? You
And
can tell
again,
she was not
listen
happy.
to the cadence of what he asked.
Yeah.
He never said MMA.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You know, that time you stood in an octagon and it didn't go well.
It wasn't scripted,
Yeah.
and you got kicked in the face.
Do you remember how that felt? Can we dredge that back up again right now?
You remember when your dad left when you were 3 to go get cigarettes and Lotto and never came back?
Dude, you can't. No dad stuff with this one.
He won the lotto.
No.
Because he won. That's why he never came back.
So then she
I'm gone.
I did see she did do a good interview with Brett. I can't remember his last name. Okamoto from ESPN. She had Lazy the Savage there. I don't know if you guys are Middle Easy fans. Lazy the Savage just was a reporter for Middle Easy for a long time. Did a lot of photography. He's now basically her personal photographer. They became,
really?
Yeah, they became basically good friends.
And they're around a lot of people because he's always posting pictures of everybody else
Yeah,
too.
and
I'm like, dude, that's a badass entourage
He
for a
introduced
bunch
her-
of people that supposedly don't like her.
He introduced her to the Diaz brothers, like
Really?
all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
she actually
okay.
trained up here when she was still in strike force for probably about 2-3 weeks.
Oh no, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
and
totally
he
remember
covered
that.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
So he became basically her friend and photographer.
Nice.
So there's an interview where they're sitting down that's from the same day, where they actually get a good answer from her. He's asking her about, like what made you leave MMA, and she says, you know what, I fell out of love with the sport.
Nope.
She says I could very happily be in some house in the mountains and never see anyone again, hang out with my goats and my chickens, and I would have been fine. It would have to be something as great as WWE to make me this happy again, to pull me away. Otherwise, no one would probably hear from me. In judo and MMA, there were times when the process was fun and the results were fun, and then there's time when things have run their course. You fall in love, you fall out of love, you find a new love. There was a while when I was just looking at an honorable way to get out of the UFC. I felt satisfied that I had proven everything I needed to prove, but I didn't feel anybody else felt that way, and I wasn't sure if there was a women's division could survive without me. I felt obligated to do more and more than I actually wanted to do. I have no regrets. I'm so happy I fulfilled the obligations, and I really feel the women's division can hold their own now.
Nice, kind of like why Sean Penn said he got out of acting this past week. Did he? He was on a talk show. He was on Colbert or something like that, asking like why he doesn't do any acting anymore. And he said, the fun part about acting is when everybody gets together and has that really good chemistry together, and you guys have fun on the set. But I increasingly hate people, so there's no chemistry to be had on the set.
Might as well give it up.
So I'm just not going to do it anymore until people stop sucking. In my opinion,
You don't want to end up like there's a lot of guys. They say Bill Murray's like really cool to work with, and then the opposite of that, there's other people that like, dude, you don't even want to work with that guy.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out on like that.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of people in Hollywood that people just fucking can't stand working with.
So now hearing this, do you feel, satisfied with that answer? Like, hey, you just got tired of being in MMA?
mean,
Like, let her go. Let her
If
do
you
her
go
thing?
back and listen to our show, we told you.
We've talked about this for a long time.
If you listen,
to
the way we said it and how everything was working out, we didn't even think she was going to have the last two fights.
I didn't think the Nunes fight was definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah, because she did say she only does things for a certain set of years.
But it's hard to turn down a lot of money.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah.
See, I mean, like,
you
look.
can tell that to my ass over and over again,
You're
man.
not making any money.
Just your ass? Like,
I'm making some.
Just yeah. I don't need the stretch marks around my mouth. You know,
I got 40
It's
tickets and I give
fine.
them away.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is this your last story?
nope. We got one more story, and that is a little bit about Possible Fighting League. They have signed. They have decided to
Possibly Fighting League.
Possibly Fighting League. They have decided to partner with Mark Burnett, who is president of MGM Television Group. This is the guy who created and does Survivor, The Voice, Shark Tank, The Contender, all these different things. He will be joining as an investor as well as working with them to kind of promote the first show, I guess.
Sure.
So yeah,
I mean, we're almost in April here, and we still don't know what's going on with this.
they're supposed to be starting in June.
They got it.
Yeah,
They got
we'll see.
fighters. They've signed a couple fighters we've seen. We've had that story.
Yeah, they signed 3 fighters. So they have a fight and a half.
That they want to talk
You get a
about.
fight and a half. And that's
People
it.
In
that
a
they
weight
want,
class and a half.
people that they want you to go talk to and find out how much money they're signed for. They don't want you to talk to everybody. This is Daryl. He's just doing it.
He's hoping.
Yeah,
He was the guy that was getting ready on the cardboard boxes in their last event that we paid $250.
because you're bringing big industry guys. There's probably 2 guys on the card that are interns.
It's possible.
Like,
but there's no
you look
draws.
like you can fight. Yeah, you want to be an
Like the
intern?
Belko experience?
Oh, work here? Yeah, you'll totally work here. And then you get to fight at
Are
the
they
end.
interns like Fight Club, where they're getting the newspaper guy come on in and get the mail room?
Hey.
Come on down.
If I took it over, I'd do
Can
it.
we have like a fight versus like an office
Yeah.
worker and like the copy machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's the last little story I have. Besides, we get the recap of
See,
Invicta.
Chris Cyborg this week tweeted out something about Big John McCarthy was partially paralyzed from a jiu-jitsu accident this week. What? Yeah. So I was surprised that did not come up.
I did not see any.
So I don't know if that was something that I was being, that Chris Cyborg may have been trolled on, and then she posted it.
Cyborg
That's-
getting trolled, but she's admitted multiple times
Legit
she's not the
news?
only one that runs her page.
I mean,
That's what I'm curious
I would
about.
assume there would be like
Look at
one
the
of
news
the
tab.
first stories that would show up.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to look that up off the podcast.
Fake news, Joey.
Chris Cyborg tweeted it.
Fake news, which means that some other guy tweeted it.
That's what we just said. That's what I just said. Remember she said whenever stupid stuff comes out, it's not me, my boyfriend had my phone or something.
I use that excuse all the time.
I got hacked.
Yeah.
I got hacked. I gotta get a new
Anthony
phone.
Weiner style.
Invicta
I don't
20
know. I don't know how my phone was in my pocket and took a picture of my dick. You have an X-ray
And it
phone?
sent
How
it,
does
yeah.
that?
No, I just don't. I have clear pockets.
I have clear pockets.
You have clear
Jeez.
pants. I can see your nuts.
I can see your nuts. I can clearly see your nuts.
Invicta 28 happened over the weekend
Bumblebee tuna.
for the vacant strawweight title. Want to read those off there? Do you need to see it over there?
Are we going? Where do we start at the bottom, or what are we doing here?
Well, their whole thing is.
Oh no, let's not do
I
that.
don't like Star Wars credits.
So we just want to do the main one here.
Main card, your new
Wasn't
strawweight
even
champion.
close to Star Wars music, man.
Your new strawweight champion is that Verna Jindaroba up
That's
against
correct.
Mizuki Inui.
She won a split decision and got the title.
You found it?
Matt found something.
What is it, Matt?
Studio audience member.
John McCarthy details neck injury that left him briefly paralyzed on one side of his body.
Oh, so he's briefly, so he's
Briefly.
recovered now.
So he's recovered.
Okay,
Injury.
okay. The article I initially saw was like he hadn't recovered.
He's
He
currently paralyzed.
was currently paralyzed at the time that I saw that tweet.
I wonder if his
How
Bell's,
old,
like
how old
Bell's
is the injury,
palsy.
though? Is it something new, or is it something that he was like, yeah, so back in like 97, I one time like messed up my neck?
That would be interesting because the tweet that I saw was like it just happened.
Well, man, 'cause I'm saying the story just came out.
No,
July.
No,
back in July. Okay,
of last year, because
last year.
that's in the future.
Yeah, because the tweet was like pray for John.
Pray for John. He's gonna get fucking injured in July.
He's gonna get paralyzed in July. Run, John, run!
Ronda Rousey does have future powers. Time travel.
Bring Marty back.
Yeah.
Don't wrestle that guy. And watch out for the Libyans.
Deanna Bennett took on Karina Rodriguez and won a split decision right there to catch weight of 127.9 pounds.
So specific.
So specific. Melania Dudiva up against Christina Marks with a TKO. Melania wins that one. Pearl Gonzalez also got a unanimous decision win over Callie Robbins. Mina Grusander got a TKO over Ferranda Barros and Cal Schwartz. CEO Schwartz is as big as mine. With a TKO over Kay Hansen. Carrie Kennison, unanimous decision over Chelsea Chandler and Jillian DeCourcy. Every time.
Watch their show on Netflix. It's great.
Gets unanimous decision over Rebecca Levine and Tracy Cortez over Caitlin Neal with unanimous decision as well. And we also had something else going on.
One FC. Yeah, we had he was trying to go for the triple championship.
No, that's right.
So at least cover the main event there. Bibiano Fernandez was able to defend his belt and keep his bantamweight title. So Martin Nugent, unfortunately, does not become the champ.
Barely, though. We still have a
He just
split
becomes
decision.
the champ.
He's the champ.
He has the
champ of
lightweight, featherweight,
Champ squared.
champ squared.
in one championship fighting.
Yeah, so are you ready
That's
to go over this
it?
whole thing?
Hold,
No.
what is that
No,
name?
no.
I want you to pronounce that name.
No.
I want to see it.
Jeremy Miato got a KO TKO over
Do it.
Alphabet.
Deb Jamarong Sor Amasayorki Coke.
It certainly is.
That's I'd say Nuai Siri choke.
Suri choke.
Siri choke.
The Jamrong
his phone?
Sor Amna Suri choke. Yeah.
Siri, choke this guy.
I see sriracha. Anui
I'm sorry, I
sriracha.
cannot help you at this point in time.
That's it, man. Slow week in MMA. That's like 2 weeks in a row.
That was 2 weeks in a row.
This guy's fighting tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Not a slow week for him.
No.
National news wise, slow week.
Yeah.
Gladiator Challenge going down tomorrow at Thunder Valley Casino. You can go see Oscar and watch him fight. He doesn't know who he's fighting
And gamble.
or what number fight he is, but
And
he's
get
going to be
free
there
liquor.
doing it, damn it. So yeah, go up there, gamble, watch the fights, and enjoy
I
yourself.
don't think it's
and then,
free liquor.
No.
No, I think you have to
Shut
pay for
up.
it.
I'll put
No, that's-
something in the show
that's
next
it.
week.
The name of the
That's
band
it.
is
It's the name
Everyone
of the
Gets
band.
Laid.
Everyone gets like, yeah.
free liquor and everyone gets laid. Those are the two bands we have
I'll
playing
put the
tonight.
disclaimer
It's
next
two
week. I'll be like,
bands.
last week I said there may have been free liquor at Thunder Valley.
There may have been.
There may not be.
I mean, not.
We're still undecided.
Yeah.
Are there gonna be free liquor up at your up in Sonora?
No.
No.
Son of a bitch.
So that one's going down on the 14th of April, so you can check that one out. And what is that called?
California Fighting Challenge.
California Fighting Championship. Champions will be crowned. So
Champions.
it'll
How many champions will be crowned?
Well, it was started off to be 4 belts. Now we're probably only gonna have 2 title fights.
2 title fights. Does anybody have those titles currently?
No.
No. So definitely somebody will
Vacant
be crowned.
champion.
They
Yes.
are vacant.
Ryan
I was going to
Williams.
say it'd be kind of embarrassing if the defenders all won, because then
Yes.
you wouldn't crown any new
Yeah.
champions. Then it's kind of like, wow.
Ryan Williams, he was supposed to be fighting for the
overshot that one.
205, but he's taking Cody Sunson for the heavyweight.
All right, cool. Very cool. And that's April 14th again up in Sonora. Thanks for being on the show today, man.
Thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Check out our sponsor, Dependable Solutions. If you take credit cards and you want to save money and make more money because you take credit cards, or if you don't take credit cards for your business and would like to, because that will make you more money too, Dependable Solutions is the way to go. Also, strongboardbalance.com. Get on board, change the way you work out. Strongboardbalance.com. Dodge did the entire show on one.
Atterbury couldn't make it. Oh, and then
It's harder than it looks.
It's really hard.
yeah. So out of the 3 fighters we had, or 4 fights that we had at Touch Palace, God,
All right.
I can't. Augie Nagira and Buddy Wallace, they ended up with a unanimous, a majority draw.
Majority draw.
Poor Atterbury got submitted in the first round.
How
Should have been on a strong board, man.
Should have been on a strong board. Remember, he couldn't even do.
He did it for like 30 seconds.
30 seconds. He could
He
do
was
30
out.
seconds.
He was out.
So yeah.
All right, so find us on our Instagram and Twitter, SD_MMA. Also on our Facebook, Split Decision MMA Podcast. Our website, splitdecisionmma.com. And, of course, follow us on iHeartRadio. And that's pretty much it. Until next week, Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis from the SinCal Studios saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights. I like that.
Ooh. Drop the mic.
All right, guys.